right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And let's jump into all the things this video has for us and this chart. So Nano Dimensions ran up. Offering is done. It was supposed to end by today. We talked about it back, on Monday. And we saw how it impacted the price. So we wanted to watch carefully if it was going to go any lower or if it was going to have some volatility or sideways movement before taking off. Now, we also discussed how in the previous offerings, there's been some offerings when they happen, it comes up and then it starts to fall down. So we want to watch this still carefully, but right now, like I stated in my video, when these offerings are happening, Ark Invest and other institutional investors are agreeing and voting for this. It's not like it catches them by surprise. And that's why, surprisingly, Ark Invest took a large position. They doubled down. They have 4 million in one of their ETFs and they have 3 million, and it stayed there. And there's some interesting things. I mean, we really want to watch this carefully because now you want to dig twice as deep, because when it looks like they purchase, it might just be transferring of shares. Now, yesterday I saw them transfer 21,000 shares from one of the ETFs to the next one. So we need to watch this closely. Now, today we're going to jump in on what they did with their ETFs and if Ark Invest bought more. And the question to answer that is yes, they bought more shares. And we're going to look at things carefully here so that we can see it and really see that this isn't transferring from one ETF to another. This was actual purchases. So they doubled down. And when these offerings are happening, it's an opportunity for investors or institutional investors also, and investors that are paying attention to this, to buy at these discounts, because when the offering's happening, there is a discount. You can see how the stock went down. The stock was rallying. It's not like it just fell because, negative reasons. It just was the offering that pulled it down. So then you could see that now it's stabilizing and working its way back up. Now it's still risky because we need to watch it carefully. Now, there are some cues I'm going to share with you guys, which is the new resistance and support. And I still want to talk about the highest point reached here before the fall, and that's 1048. As we get closer to it, that's going to be a very important indicator to let us know that this is working its way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. So let's see our new resistance here and our new supports, and we want to pay close attention to our 50-day moving average because it's catching up very fast. You can see how steep this decline was and then now going back upwards. So we want to pay close attention to that. It's important that the bulls continue to break through resistance to continue the momentum and not allow the 50-day moving average to catch up to it. So the 50-day moving average is 880. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. So the support level here is 930. If that gets crossed, we want to pay close attention to it. And then we have another support here down here at 913 to see if the bulls are trying to reappear. And if both of them get crossed, then we want to watch how it's reacting between 913 and 880 and how quickly it's moving down. Now, this is all still bullish territory, but we need to watch it carefully and watch the behavior of the stock and how quickly the bulls are losing control or the bears are turning this down, or how quickly the bulls reappear and stop the bears from continuing to bring it down. Very important. So this point of reference right here, we want to watch the support carefully and if it gets crossed and how it reacts between that support, the next support at 913, and the 50-day moving average. Our resistance is 975. We're currently at 973. If 975 gets crossed, then the next point of reference would be up here at 1048. But right now, the most important support that needs to be created is 975. So they need to cross this resistance and turn it into a support, create it into a support, pull away from it, reach newer highs, and reach new resistance levels by pulling further away from the 50-day moving average. Very, very important. So as we can see, Ark Invest doubled down. They took advantage of this. They probably doubled down because of one major reason. This stock is at highs not seen before, and the last offering was down close to $6 and $5, and we may not see those numbers again, because if Ark Invest took that big of a position on this offering, and there might be more offerings in the near future, especially the way Nano Dimensions has been handling it, it wouldn't be a surprise to see another offering. For Ark to double down, that speaks high volumes, or they double down because they don't want to pass 5 million on one of their ETFs, and they're going to start building up to 5 million on the other one. That's a possibility. Or they double down because they're like, hey, we may not see these prices again for a while, and even if we touch these prices, it won't be for long. Like, it'll be another opportunity to buy again, but this is going to start to work its way up. So we're going to have to see. That's the only thing that makes sense to me and seems reasonable on why they would double down on this offering. So let's see here yesterday's numbers. So this is ARKQ. This is the one that's always been tracked here, that we've been watching, that's been working its way up from, 3 million, 3.5 million, 4 million, 4.5, and where we're at now at 4.730, right? So between yesterday and today, it went up from, as you can see, 4,730,541 to 4,773,353. And I've talked about it in my previous videos. Nano Dimensions at some point is going to be in ARKQ, the top 15 or top 10 in the future. And we've talked about it since they had 3 million shares and the value of this company was in the 30 millions. Well, here we are. It's hit 15th place in the listing. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to stay there. There's going to be some volatility. There's going to be some room for this to continue to grow, or it can fall and kind of work its way. But interesting enough, Nano Dimensions has reached it, and I believe at some point it will be up at these numbers. Even if there's volatility, it's going to be at a market value within the top 15 and probably even the top 10, especially the way that they're investing into this company and the way they're handling this company. It's very interesting to see them just continue to load up shares. They loaded up 43,000 shares from yesterday to today. You could see that there, 43,000 shares. This is as of 12:30, and this is as of 12:29. 12:29, 7:30, and 12:30, 773. I mean, just to kind of talk quickly about the numbers, how much they went up. They went up by 43,000 shares. The value went up as well, like 5 million just with today's run. So they see room. They definitely see room. So yesterday we come to find out, or I come to share with you guys. Most people already found out about this on Monday. I came across it, very funny. I was looking at Opendoor. I was going to do a video on Opendoor, and we're going to talk about Opendoor in the near future in one of my videos, because they've loaded up almost double their position, in the last couple of weeks, even as it's been going down, because I know a lot of people have been seeing it go down, and I talked about it in one of my videos that was a possibility that happens after mergers, or it can continue to run, and that was the best time to buy, and then we would have to analyze it and see if it's still a buy. Right now, Opendoor has been going down, and Ark Invest continues to load up as of up to this point. I haven't seen if they loaded up from yesterday to today, but from Monday to actually yesterday and weeks before, they've basically doubled their position, almost tripled. So I found that interesting. And then I look down here, and this is ARKW Next Generation Internet, and Nano Dimensions is in it. Now, yesterday, obviously, their position here went down when they added to the ARKQ, but from yesterday to today, which is still 3,619,896, that's a good sign that today they purchased, right? That was yesterday the 29th, today's the 30th. They went ahead and let that grow too. It went from 31 million to 34 million. Their position went up by 3 million in market value, but their share count stayed the same. So that confirms to me and to all of us that the purchases from 12.29 on ARQ to today are 43,000 shares that were actually added to ARQ. It's not like it was a transfer, because yesterday they transferred and we needed to watch it. I've talked about it already in my previous video. So from here to today, nothing changed. And when we go to Opendoor, not much change, but Opendoor did change. It did change a bit. It went from a total amount of 989. Actually, no, it did not change. They kept it the same. The value actually went down. Okay, that's what changed. So here we go. We have Opendoor here at 2,989,689 at a 74 million total. And I don't want to confuse anybody with this, but since we're already talking about it, and it went down by 2 million, the total amount stayed the same. We need to watch this one. That's why I want to do a video on that. We're going to discuss it. We're going to talk about it. But the fact that they almost tripled their total position on Opendoor, it says something about them. And I'm watching them because I want to see if they buy more as Opendoor is going down. That will speak in high volumes of this ticker symbol and this company, because that's what they've been doing with Nano. So very important. We already kind of got that out of the way. ARKW, total shares didn't change, but between ARQ yesterday to today, shares did change. They did buy 43,000 more shares. As it's going up, who averages up if you don't believe the stock is going to continue going up, right? So very interesting. I hope you guys find this video helpful and informative. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button if you watch this video. And if you're a first-time viewer and feel inclined to subscribe, please do so. And don't forget to click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.